Scooter and the jumps, what? Exactly. Out here, you're obviously tuned in because you want to see the part 2 of the unicycle and the scooter. What's more to find out? Well, this part of the video, we're going to be seeing the range test. Let's see what it's like in the actual real life. You need to get somewhere far, like, let's see what happens. I already know the unicycle can get to Wales, but how far can the scooter go? Kabo's website, they say the scooter can do 112 miles on one charge. But how true is that really? They say they can do 65 miles an hour, but how true is that? You'll be finding out all the information of what you're looking for in this video. So you know what? Lock in, get your snacks ready, and enjoy the video. That's all I'm gonna say. So I thought I want to try test out how they do off-road. So we came to here. For accuracy's sake, I'm gonna give the scooter a few practice goes before I go straight into it. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I had a lot of doubts about the scooter at first. I thought, scooter, off-road, jumps, no way. You know how it makes me feel, bro? No one else has done it. But as I went out there, tried it for myself, you know what, I'll be honest with you, it's better than I thought. It's a lot better than I thought. And you can tell they really put a lot of thought into this GTR because, yeah, I would say he's capable to do jumps, and I never thought I'd say something like that. Excuse me, do you think this is like the best suited thing to be out on? This can't be English, bro. So I thought, what can I ask to get the clearest answer? Which one do you think is safer to hit the jumps on?
I'd probably go for that. Like,
you think that's safer?
I'd go for the scooter.
Yeah. And my approach seemed to have worked.
I was just watching you there, like, whatever it was me, if I was going to hit them on either of them, it would definitely be that. Have you done any other jumps on it?
On this?
Aye.
Nah, my first time, you know.
Garage that, like, you know.
You like it?
How much did you pay for that?
Oh, I didn't pay for it, but this is I borrowed from a friend. It cost $3 grand. So I asked of him to give us advice on our upcoming battles.
Build up, innit? Have a couple of runs and just go a bit faster each time.
But how was we going to know which one was truly faster at the trail though?
Right, time runs, innit?
Brilliant idea. And with that,
initiating time.
This is my time to shine. And with this, there's no room for error. Yes, we had a few practice goals before diving straight into this. However, this is finally the real deal and we can't afford to lose time. First hurdle completed and time is running smooth. Second hurdle completed. Okay, and it doesn't seem like it's slowing down. Takes the bend like Beckham. Hold on a second, I thought cameraman was supposed to be the fastest one. You can't even keep up with me right now. As he casually hits another jump, we got a behemoth ahead with finesse. I kind of have to angle it forward, you know. This is kind of dangerous on the jumps, you know. There we have it, and now it's just the final sprint to the finish line. The timer has stopped, but what score did we get? Okay, GTR. You know what? Off-road is better than I thought, you know. That was quick. Look, he can't even keep up. Where was you, lad?
Well, I can't record, innit?
You couldn't keep up?
Bro, I'm not trying to keep up, I just had to record.
That was a shockingly fast time for the scooter, but what time did we actually get? 44 seconds. What? Ain't no way the scooter's that fast down the trail. But how fast is the unicycle going to be?
Are you on TikTok?
Yeah, I do. I got a whole channel and everything. These lads here have already liked and subscribed, so I think you should too. Let's go.
Initiating time.
Okay then, hopping on the unicycle now, things seem to go a lot smoother. I don't know why, but it seems very cloud-like when riding this. Even, okay, looking at our first hurdle. Oh, you see the twist in the air? Again, he has the old... Oh, I thought he'd be off for a second, but no, he still took the bend like Beckham. Oh, can't even see the cameraman, there's no point even bringing him out this time. Over this one. Oh, into the burn, whips out the phone. Over the jump, why has he got the phone in his hand? Turns on another bend, he's still got the phone in hand. Over other jump, with the phone still in his hand. But why does he even have the phone in his hand? Comes around the bend, straight to the finish line. Timer stopped. 40 seconds. What? There's only 4 seconds difference between both of these vehicles. That's crazy considering the unicycle, you wouldn't even think that thing could do off-road. And the scooter, well, it already had favoritism from the start because you had people saying,
Well, if it was me, if I was going to hit them on either of them, it would definitely be that.
So clearly he liked the scooter, but let's see what they have to say for themselves. Welcome to the range test. Glad you made it here. Instead of boring you with long hours of raw footage, I thought I would skip it all down to this. This is all you really need to know. Okay, so our journey is going to be 15 miles, which also means it's going to be 15 miles back. Totaling up to 30 miles, which both these vehicles should be able to do with ease, since the unicycle is rated to do 125 miles on one charge, and the scooter being able to do 112 miles on one charge, which you would think 30 miles is fairly easy. When we got to our destination, I was going to tell you what charge was on, but where's the fun in that? It was time to return back and do the last 15-mile stretch. For content's sake, I'm putting you on it. Your experience on the GT, so you should be okay on this. No, it's not mine to be given out. Like I say, it's not my things to be given out to people, but you know what? I have full faith in this person not to crash it, and I want to see the maximum potential out of these two units. I looked to my left, asked my friend, what's your opinion of it since you're so used to the GT?
The ride height.
Yeah, would you like the ride height? Nah.
Why am I so high? Why am I so what's it called?
I do believe the term he's looking for is vertically challenged. The accuracy of the range ain't the only thing we're going to be finding out. We're also going to be finding out how accurate the speeds are using Google Maps as our comparison. These two machines fly through the city like the streets are its playground. The unicycle dances, quick, sharp, playful. The scooter glides, smooth, fast, and confident. Together, they turn roads into motion. We've finally approached the end of the range test. What were the results? Little warning to you all, because this is where things are going to get real interesting. After doing 30 miles, the Sherman L still had 63% battery in its tank. The GTR, on the other hand, only seemed to have 23%. But why is that? Zoom in a little closely to see exactly what's actually going on here. Let's start with the unicycle company. They claim that they can do 125 miles on one singular charge. But how can that be true? Listen to this. By my calculations, the 30 miles that we just did should only have taken up 24% battery. Don't let me get started on the Kaabo. Oh my god, they're disgraceful to their company. They said 112 miles. By my calculations, again, that means the scooter should have been on 73% battery. That's even worse. What? Have these vehicles just been given out donations or something? What is going on here? Or is there other things that's going on that we don't know about? You may have remembered earlier in the video, me and my friend swapped vehicles. This is because I genuinely did not feel like I would be able to make it back on the scooter. The battery life was indicating below 48%, and I thought, yo, I'm too heavy for it. This is why our clever plan involved us swapping vehicles halfway through, utilizing the max potential of these two vehicles, since body weight makes a huge difference when we're talking about range. My friend weighs exactly half the amount that I weigh, and he somehow managed to get back on above 20% battery. He only used half the amount of battery to get back than I used to get there. That's crazy. But what battery was the unicycle on? 91% battery. That is absolutely ridiculous. You lot ain't deep in it. For our whole journey, he only used up 9%. On the other hand, whereas I used up a whole 50% of my... That's crazy. If that's not a sign for me to hit the gym 2026, then I don't know what is. Most companies base their range off a rider that weighs absolutely nothing. How is that even a fair, compatible accuracy? But that's why we have this here for today, to see what you guys are really gonna get with these vehicles. But listen up, don't get it twisted. Body weight ain't the only thing that makes a difference when it comes to range. There are a few factors that make a big difference when it comes to range. Correctum today has really helped me unravel a big secret Kaabo has been hiding from their viewers.
The most important measure of a battery is how much power it will deliver on a regular basis. That number is represented by watt hour, or WH, not amp hour or even milliamp hour that most marketing people like to write in the ads and on the product. That is only part of the answer.
So then, Correctum team, I ask you, what is the answer then?
So we calculate the power capacity as volts times amps times hours equals capacity in watt hours.
So let's use the watt hours like the Correctum team suggests. What's the watt hours of the unicycle? 4,000. And what's the watt hours of the scooter? 2,400. It's almost twice the amount as a scooter. But apparently they have similar range. That seems a bit suspicious to me if you ask. Anyway, enough of all that. Let's go into the actual speed. How fast is the Kaabo really doing GTS?
It's saying 41, but I know it's saying 30s.
Let's hurry up and catch up in speed so we can see exactly what's going on here. Yo, look at the dial on the Kaabo scooter. It's going 40s, even approaching up 50. But what is my phone saying? Wait, what? 44? But you know what? 6 mile per hour difference in the display speed. Who cares? The scooter still goes over 60 miles an hour. So, yo, hats off to Kaabo. Big up them. And you know what? This brings us to our next and final part, because time is running out. We've pushed these machines to their limits, tested their nerves, felt their power. Now it's time to answer the question that brought you here. Which one of these should you really buy? Let's find out. I think you should buy the scooter. I don't think the unicycle is for everyone. I think it's probably for like that 1 to 10% of people. But imagine that 1 to 10% of people, what you'd be getting. Imagine you actually could be asked to spend an hour in that park, and you end up being able to do a whole lap around the park. People are there, comment on it, saying, whoa, how do you do that? Telling you they'll break their neck on it, and somehow you haven't. Hear what, yeah? Imagine this, you're a delivery driver, you've rid it for about 5 months now. You go out, you're doing deliveries because you just wanted to do Uber Eats to make extra change, and you need to do it number 2. You can't just go outside McDonald's and leave your bike there. Someone's gonna take that, man. So unicycle, just bring it into the disabled toilets with ya. Go into anywhere you want. Oh, what's that? It's just a suitcase. The number 1 reason why I think you should get a scooter instead of a unicycle is because it's better off for me. If loads of people start getting unicycles and realizing it's a lot easier than it looks and became better than me, like I believe most people could, it'd be bad for business. I would have no room to blow. I can't be having people doing that, so stick to your scooter. Thank you very much. Get the scooter. It's been a pleasure making this video for you guys today. I really appreciate you following me with this journey, and I value your opinions in the comments. Make sure to leave a comment, subscribe if you'd enjoyed the video or you agree with what I say, and yeah, hasta la próxima.
What, feet getting alright? That's got horsepower. No, I think it's like a romance to the horsepower, really.